Hey everyone, welcome back to another World of Warships Blitz video. So, Warships, or I should say Wargaming's 26th anniversary birthday event's going on, and one of the actually nice things about this event is the Giuseppe Verdi bundle. 16,000 gold for a very nice ship, and in my opinion, the better camo for the ship. It gives you the hit points, main battery firing range, and importantly, the secondary battery firing range. Guys, I love this ship. Now, I bought it. I had a discounted gold deal. I bought it, and I wish, God, I wish I would have known this was coming out because I would have waited. Anyways, why do I like this ship? It's a secondary brawler, guys. It has sap secondary, so it's a little tricky, but it's an excellent brawling ship. It's a bit of a monster. The elite ship bonus, guys, secondary brawler. So I went secondary gun specialization, get the reload time knocked down on all my secondaries. Like I said, the bundle gives you the bit better camo in my opinion. The historical that I have on here gives the hit points, firing range, shell dispersion. I mean, it's not bad, but you really want to maximize your secondaries. The battle honors, guys, 11 games in this ship, done. And the ship info itself here. You get 2 fuel smoke 3s, 2 secondary overload 2s, and 2 scout plane 1s. And obviously auto secondaries. And I'm raving about this ship, guys. Let me show you why. 11 games in, 90% win rate, nice destruction ratio, 84,000 average, and a 63% MVP rate. I love the ship. Alright, let's talk about the ship itself, though. You get 53,000 hit points, okay survivability, you know, a citadel protection of 15% and damage reduction at 16.5%. Now, getting into tier 8 matches, you're going to dominate with this thing. It will dominate most tier 9 ships. Tier 10, you got to watch it because of, you know, Vermonts and Yamatos and St. Vincent's. They'll wreck you. Decent fire and flooding resistance, and of course the Italian torpedo damage reduction. She's a quick ship, you know, like 30.5 knots, accelerates pretty quick, you know, 18 seconds, and not a terrible traverse speed and turn time. So you get these very nice 406s with, you know, Italian armor piercing capabilities. They're really nice guns. Reload in 23 seconds, just over 14 kilometers in range. You know, pretty solid AP. I honestly, I couldn't tell you what the HE does in this ship. I've never switched over to it. Like I said, nice AP. Now here's why I've never swapped over to HE on this thing. You get these 152 millimeter sap secondaries. So we get two triple turrets aside. Got a range of almost 7 kilometers with a under 6-second reload with 450 alpha for the sap. They decimate destroyers and cruisers for that matter. And then you get these like really sweet little auto sap secondaries. You know, they don't do a lot of damage, but you got a lot of them, and they fight. You know, they reload on just over 5 seconds with almost 6 kilometers in range. So, like I said, I've never swapped to HE in this ship, and I'll get into it. I'll show you in the game. Like, so the sap secondaries, you got to watch where you're aiming at when you're brawling other battleships, because you will not penetrate the main belt of a battleship. You got to aim bow and stern and hit superstructure with these to have any chance to do damage with them. Your auto secondaries are a little random like that, so they do hit up into the deck and superstructure on battleships. So you'll see quite a few at least half pens with them. So they're not bad at all. Not bad AA though. You know, for a tier 9, AA range could be a little bit better. Now I'm running surface detection because I want to be able to ambush stuff. And you got a nice surface detection of under 10 kilometers with a battleship. Can't complain there. Equipment wise, technically, yeah, you could go auxiliary armament mod 1 to get that much more firing range on your secondaries. You could also go secondary battery mod 2. Just because I like to have the extra dispersion on my main guns, that's the only reason I've really gone with the main battery mod 3. That, and I've got the dispersion camo, so it makes sense to me to knock that dispersion down as much as I can. If I have that hot wind camo that buffs the secondary range, I'd be really tempted to go auxiliary armament mod 1. So up to you. You might have to see what works, but I mean, could you imagine the secondary range on this thing when adding like another 11% to your secondary range? Really nice. Again, I've gone surface detection here and acceleration. High grade cold, knock that surface detection down a little bit more when we get into a game. Obviously here a no-brainer here. Improve crew rations, get your reload times down a little bit more. And honestly, this one, whatever you want. You want a little more hit points. Preventive maintenance going to work here. And refined diesel is what I'm going with, just to give it a little extra speed and traverse. And then as a premium, I'm just throwing my Colombo commander on here because we don't have anything that really buffs up secondary overloads. So kind of any Italian commander would pretty much work here. Now you remember, I don't believe your SAT plus commanders help out with your secondary guns. So I've gone armor piercing cap shell here. This is a pretty tanky ship, and I've built for total tank on my Christopher Colombo. Oh, I mean, and if you guys have this guy would be a great commander for this ship. The torpedo alerts like having sonar running all the time. Now I'd skip the preheating and go with the artillery maintenance expert. Again, you don't need exploit weakness. However, Mistweaver Plus to get that cooldown time down on that fuel smoke, and then having the close quarters combat expert plus would be fantastic. And I also have an honor seeker. So, you'd have to change out a build. I need to get I need to work that guy up as my Napoli and Giuseppe Verdi commander. Besides that, I think I've covered pretty much everything with it. I've got a nice game on a difficult map for the ship, and I know I was talking about where to aim secondaries and auto secondaries on it, so I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. And if you're interested in the ship, like I said, I recommend it. So that's just me though. So here's your gameplay, guys. Alright, what do we have here? We got Audacious, Grosser Kurfürst, Bot Vermont, Ismo, Neptune, Holland, Bot Neptune, Holland, and the Ugamo. Uncaged center control. Oh, yippee skippy. Alright, well, let's see what we can do with it and go from there. And it's better record this time. Alright, I am going to push up beside the cap here. I can't go into the cap because I'll get crushed by the Grosser Kurfürst. I mean, I'm just being brutally honest here. I'm going to get crushed. I really don't want to go too far away from anything with AA either, because the AA is not great with this thing, but... Alright. I mean, you guys know I'm not big on flanking. I really don't like doing it, but unfortunately this ship on this map, you kind of have to. I mean, everything strong that this ship can do just gets absolutely negated on this map with this this setup. All right, shots out at Ismo. All right, Grosser's going that way, and the Ismo's coming this way. This might be perfect. Because I can absolutely brawl a freaking Ismo down. Alright, now, watch me with the autos, with the secondaries here, guys. I'm trying to hit bow. You gotta hit bow with these things. They will not penetrate a battleship very well. And you can see the auto secondaries are having, I mean, they're doing some work, but they're having trouble with it. So bow and stern with the secondaries. That was uncalled for, Vermont. Alright, what do we got here? We're going to pop smoke. We're going to take torpedoes from Audacious. We're going to Holland go, and we're going to... oh, Yugamo's right there. Alright. You guys, get that area. I've got this thing buttoned down here, guys. Come on, guys. Capture the zone. Take it. Take it. I don't think I'm going to survive the aircraft carrier drop, though. Nope. But I pulled away the Ismo. I distracted the Yugamo. I distracted the Holland. And we did 103,000 points of damage. So we'll cross our fingers. We're going to watch this from the top. Alright, Yugamo's dead. Ismo's dead. Holland's still floating around there. I mean, the aircraft carrier can't deal with him. Friedrich de Gross against the Colombo. That's a rough job for... but he's pulling him away from the cap. And that smoke saved his butt there with that shot. Shimakaze and Ariga. Shimakaze's using his guns. God bless him. Alright, we're going to lose. Oh, no, we're going to... Probably a trade. We're going to trade. Okay, good. We traded that. We still got the cap. Can Riga survive the Audacious? Now he's getting shots into the Holland. Oh, beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Nice. Very nice. And this better have recorded, because good lord, these guys really did a great job. Oh, I'm thumbs up and like everybody on this team. God bless them. I'm going to lose to Riga, maybe. Yeah, he can't damage con that flood, so, but I think this one's in the bag. Well, like I said, I am going to thumbs up everybody on this team, and they just made my day because here in about 10 minutes, I'm dropping the Wargaming birthday event. My opinion on that piece of crap. But I wanted to show this ship off, guys, to show you what this ship can do. And this is not an ideal map for Giuseppe Verdi. This is like a really crappy map for this ship. But so you guys understand the SAP secondaries, where you have to aim them at on battleships. Now, granted, I didn't do a lot of damage to destroyers, but these things will absolutely just wreck destroyers and cruisers. So, just so you got an idea what you're getting into if you decide to buy this bundle, guys. You got to see it in action, and yeah, we'll check out the stats on it. I mean, the guns, we got 4 Citadels against an Ismo and a Bot Vermont. 279 secondary hits. We tanked 64,000, did 103. You see what the damage the secondaries did. Now, I know it shows 91 SAP secondary hits and 31,500 in damage. It doesn't register the SAP secondaries for some reason. So, I don't know. Player details. I'm going to compliment you on this one. I'm definitely complimenting you on this one. You knew how to use your guns. That was a money shot on the Holland. You brought a GK basically to a standstill. Yeah. Giuseppe Verdi, guys. 16,000 in the shop. It's a nice ship. And this kind of gives you an idea what it can do.